like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of a Funko Popcast. I'm DK Wrestler,
And I'm MD Shady.
and in today's edition, we don't have a lot of Funko Pop announcements for this week. There's actually only technically 6 pops that were announced, in which I think every single one wasn't announced by Funko except maybe one. But other than that, we do got a couple segments before we talk about those pops. But like I said, if you had tuned into the Instagram story that I did last week after last week's podcast was released, I had said that the content coming next week is all dedicated to one show, even the podcast. So tune in later on in the podcast to find out what that is. So first off, we're going to talk about basically any TV shows or video games we possibly would have played during this good old quarantine. And I'm going to call this segment Quentin Quarantino. Yeah, I thought that'd be a good name. So what have you done? Any new shows? I know actually you messaged me and you talked about how you finally watched Coco.
Yes. Oh my. Yeah. I decided to give Coco a watch because I was watching videos about the Pixar theory, and I figured before I kind of spoil it with those videos, I might as well watch it. And wow, it's gotta be definitely in my top 5 favorite Pixar movies now. It's such a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's so amazing. Also, yesterday I just watched The Rise of Skywalker, which I was very torn between if I loved it or if I didn't love it, which has been an ongoing theme for these last 3 movies, honestly. But I do think it kind of summed up all of the Star Wars saga together very nicely. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. For games, I actually just downloaded WWE 2K20 last night. I got the deluxe edition because I think 4 of my other coworkers also got it because it's on sale on Xbox right now for like $25. So yeah, that's about it since the last time we talked about what I've been doing.
And I was going to mention for Rise of Skywalker, I remember watching it in theaters the first night it came out. And I remember, I think it was the week before, you had mentioned when we were talking about those smugglers bounty pops, how you were thinking why C-3PO had Chewie's stuff. And you're like, does Chewie die? And did you think holy crap, Chewie died? Because
I kind of did, but at the same time, I figured if they were going to kill Chewie, they wouldn't do it like that. They would make it a lot more emotional. So I was like, nah, there had to have been some kind of other ship or something.
Because I remember I was watching, I'm like, holy crap, MD might actually be right. What the hell is going on here? But then, if you haven't, this is a little spoiler, he doesn't end up dying, which I was happy about that. And then I think the biggest shocker to me in that movie was finding out that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter.
Yes, such a weird twist. And you know what? I was listening to a few videos where they were kind of saying how J.J. Abrams made the one movie, and then who was the second guy? I forget what his name was.
That director? I have no idea.
The Last Jedi. I can't remember either. And then he took it in a total different direction, and then J.J. Abrams came back on for the last one, and he kind of had to try and piece the puzzles together as best as he could with the second one going in a total different direction. And also with all the fan theories about who Rey was, it made so much sense for them to do Palpatine as her daughter or granddaughter. It's granddaughter.
Yeah,
right?
it's granddaughter.
Granddaughter. And then the final scene at the end of the movie where she sees Leia and Luke and says that she's a Skywalker, that was just so heartfelt. I loved it.
For my sake, for shows I've watched, I finished Yu-Gi-Oh! Yesterday.
Damn.
And holy crap, crazy. Just crazy. And then I now have kind of a list going on right now of what's going to happen next of what I'm watching. So at the moment, I'm finishing up BoJack Horseman because they did recently season 6, but they did them in 2 parts. So they did the first half, and then now they just released, I think a month or 2 ago, they did the second half, which I watched a couple episodes earlier today. But then after that, and it's funny because I was going to say, if you knew about this show, is the Big Show. That's next on my list. It's considering...
Yes, I forgot to say that because I watched the whole thing yesterday.
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go watch that. And then my next one after that, I'm pretty sure the next 2 shows I'm going to watch I'm going to watch Ozark on Netflix because
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
I've heard nothing but good things about that.
Yeah.
And there's only 3 seasons, but I don't know. I'm assuming they're like 50-minute episodes, so it's going to be a little bit
Probably,
before I
yeah.
finish. And then after that, anyone who's listening, if you remember from last week, I'd mentioned that Netflix took off season 4 and season 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! And how did I watch it? I watched it through a website called Crunchyroll. So
Okay.
I watched it through there. And then I think I'm going to go back onto Crunchyroll, start watching My Hero Academia after I finish Ozark.
Basically, going off of what you said about the Big Show, I watched it all yesterday, and it's basically, if you liked Fuller House, like that kind of sitcom, like a family-based sitcom, it's pretty much, I wouldn't say it's the exact same show, but it's the same kind of comedy, and it's the same like kind of storyline based driven episodes. But it's great because there's a lot of different wrestling, like cameos from wrestlers, or like at one point the Big Show pulls out the WWE Championship and like wears it around. And one thing that I figured I could mention on the podcast is in one of the episodes, there's like a table where there's like a kid's toy drive, and you could see like 3 or 4 pops on the toy drive, and one of them is the Chase 11, and then the Big Show's daughter goes and she grabs like the Common 11, and she's telling her mom how she needs this one to complete her Stranger Things Funko Pop collection. I thought that was really funny.
Sweet. So Funko Pop's mentioned on a TV show. That's
Yep.
sweet. So then we're going to move on to our segment called Coronaviral News, which basically talk about the news within the last week involving the pandemic that's been going on. So starting with Thursday, April 2nd, it was officially confirmed 1 million cases confirmed worldwide. And then Italy, Germany, and Pakistan have prolonged their lockdowns. Friday, April 3rd, officials say that Ontario could be dealing with the effects of COVID-19 for up to 18 to 24 months. So if you can't really think of what that is in years and that's 1.5 to 2 years that we could be dealing with this. Saturday, April 4th, 1.1 million cases confirmed worldwide, while the U.S. surpasses 300,000 cases. Sunday, April 5th, 1.2 million cases confirmed worldwide, and Germany surpasses 100,000 cases. Monday, April 6th, 1.3 cases confirmed worldwide, and Justin Trudeau promises that more Canadians will be covered by COVID-19 emergency benefit. Tuesday, April 7th, 1.4 million cases confirmed worldwide. The U.S. surpasses 400,000 cases, and France becomes the next country to surpass 100,000 cases. And then yesterday, as we record this, because we're recording this Thursday, April 9th, 1.5 million cases confirmed worldwide, and car insurance industry promises rebates amid COVID-19 lockdowns. It's crazy that once we hit 1 million, we've practically have every day 100,000 cases confirmed since then. Now we're moving on to a segment I didn't think that I would ever do on the podcast, but with Funko not really announcing anything and us wanting to fill some time in, I am bringing in the segment known as the Rumor Mill, which this segment we will be talking about pops that have been rumored, and lately there has been quite a bit of rumors, and we have a list of like 9 photos pertaining to rumors. So I'm going to go through the list of what all the rumors are, but then I will only talk about a select handful because I know I'm not going to talk about all of them, and same with MD. So starting off first, we have brand new Nightmare Before Christmas pops, which we have quite a bit of artist series with pop protector cases variants, which I'm going to assume that is for like Futura and all that. So it's going to be like an artist that kind of paints different variants of these characters, which we have one for Jack Skellington, Sally, Oogie Boogie, Mayor, and Zero. And then we got some pops of Sandy Claus, Sally Sewing, the Mayor with the megaphone with its own chase, Jack Skellington Scary Face, Jack in Train Engine Pop Rides, Sally in Cat Cart Pop Rides, Oogie Boogie in Dice Cart Pop Rides, Zero in Duck Cart Pop Rides, and the Mayor in Ghost Cart Pop Rides, along with Jack with Goggles and Snowmobile Pop Rides. And then we got ourselves a 10-inch Jack Skellington with Zero. What About Bob, which I don't know if that's a TV show or a movie. We have Local Bob and Bob with, I don't know if it says Grill or Gill during...
I think it says Gil.
Okay, yeah, it's hard for me when I'm looking at it because it's such a small font. Then we got some new Edward Scissorhands Funko Pops coming out, or at least rumored right now. Edward Scissorhands, Kim in white dress, Edward in dress clothes, and a Pop Deluxe of Edward and the Dino Hedge.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
For the video game The Last of Us, we have Ellie, so that's the only one. Then the X-Men 20th anniversary, which I had actually briefly talked about during I think I did a prediction video for, I think it was New York Toy Fair reveals. I mentioned about this, but yeah, X-Men 20th anniversary. We have Wolverine in jacket, Wolverine in tank top, Magneto, Mystique, Professor X, Storm, Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Rogue, and Nightcrawler. Transformers with some new pops rumored to be coming out, which we got Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron, Defensor, and Soundwave. Then from Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon, we have Raya, Sizu, Sizu as Dragon, Tuk Tuk, Namurai, Droon, and we have Bajong with Little Jong. From Army of Darkness, we have Ash, various holiday variants of Harry Potter pops, which we have Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Albus Dumbledore, and Rubius Hagrid, along with another pop that isn't listed as anything because it just says Pop 6. So who knows what that is going to be. I think out of these, it might be Voldemort as I think about it. Then some new James Bond Funko Pops, which we have Roger Moore, Moonraker. Then for James Bond, No Time to Die, we have James Bond, Nomi, Safin. We got some holiday Marvel Pops, which they usually do that every year, so I'm not really surprised, which we have Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Thor, Spider-Man, and Groot, along with a new Marvel Zombies Pop, which will be Silver Surfer. For the upcoming Eternals, which I think is also a Marvel-based kind of TV series, I think that's going on Disney Plus, actually. We have Arishem 10-inch, Icarus, Cersei, Fina, a glow-in-the-dark Gilgamesh with its own chase, or maybe the chase is glow-in-the-dark, Kingo, Sprite, Druid, Macaire, Ajax, Fastos, Crow, and then Dan Whitman from Cobweb Cove, which I don't know what that is, but we have Traffic Skeleton, Custodian Mummy, Lifeguard Swamp Monster, Summer Werewolf, Vampire Mayor with Town Hall Pop Town, and a Vampire Librarian with Library. Then we got pops rumored for Grey's Anatomy, which we have Meredith Grey, Derek Shepard, Dr. Bailey, and Christina Yang. Sports pops, so first from basketball, we have a alternate jersey of LeBron James from the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic alternate jersey from the Dallas Mavericks, and we have, oh my, this name I cannot pronounce, Giannis Antetokounmpo alternate jersey, Milwaukee Bucks. Then we got NFL, which we have George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers and Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. More Peppermint Lane pops, which we have Harry Chitwood, Tusky Ledger, Bjorn Cranmore, then some Pop Town of Harriet Camber Snowflake Field, and Graham Dozer the Sugar Plum Inn. Then some DC holiday pops, which we have Superman with Sweater, Wonder Woman with Lights Lasso, Scrooge Batman, Rudolph Flash, Harley Quinn with Helper, Santa Joker, then a Superman 10-inch. Oh, wait, that's just normal DC. But yeah, Superman 10-inch. Then some Dragon Ball Z pops. We have a 10-inch Shenron, first appearance Goku, first form Frieza, Majin Vegeta, child variant of Vegeta, Super Saiyan Gohan, Evil Boo, Gunther Invest with its own chase. Oh, wait, nope, that's not even Dragon Ball Z. That's the Friends lineup that's coming up, which we got Gunther Invest with its own chase, as mentioned. Rachel in pink dress, Chandler as Bunny, Cowboy Joey, music video Phoebe. Then from Kong, we have Angry Kong, King Kong with axe, Battle Worn Kong, and a 10-inch variant of King Kong, along with some Godzilla pops, which we have a 10-inch Godzilla, a fire-breathing Godzilla, then just a normal Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla. Then pops for the Around the World set, which we have Snow Leopard in suit for Russia, Cola, which is like spelt as in like Coca-Cola, but with a K, from Australia, Rosa from Mexico, Elephant from India, Douglas from Canada, Canada represent, Paco from Spain. Then the Fantastic Plastic lineup, we have Cutie Corn, Woody, and that's it for that. And then The Simpsons, which we have Lefty Flanders, Reaper Homer, Bart with Chest Buster Maggie, Zombie Bart, Witch Marge, Devil Flanders, Vampire Krusty, Homer Jack-in-a-Box, and a glow-in-the-dark variant, plus one that I didn't even hear about when hearing these rumors originally, which was Sideshow Bob. But there is also, I should mention, that there's been rumors of a San Diego Comic-Con shared exclusive of Comic Book Guy that is rumored along with that line. Then we got Pixar 25th anniversary pops, which I've mentioned in a couple of videos that it's basically the alien from Toy Story. They'll be dressed up as different Pixar characters, which the list we have here are Russell, Zurg, Metallic Zurg, Doug, Dot, 10-inch Woody, Buzz, Dory, Carl, Sully, Wally, Randall, Mater, Elastigirl, Roz, Eve, along with some of the Pocket Pops, which they're basically the same, except there are a couple of new ones like Bullseye and Bo Peep. McDonald's for the Ad Icons lineup, we got Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, Officer Big Mac, and a 2-pack of the Fry Guys. One is orange and the other is blue. The Pop Mist lineup, we have Kraken, Mothman, Sphinx, Fawn, and Pegasus. Then there's a line called Pop Line Friends, which I don't know what exactly that would be, whether it's a Funko made thing or it's something I don't know about, but there's Brown, Coney, Sally, and Choco. Then we got pops for the upcoming Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife, which there's no names listed. It just says Pop 1 all the way to like 14. There's also going to be a Pop Rides included, which I'm going to already assume is going to be some sort of variant of the Ecto 1. Then we got some Minions Halloween, which we have Mummy Stewart, Creature Mel, Frankenbob, Bride Kevin, Disney Halloween Pops, which we have Spooky Mickey, Witchy Minnie, Demon Slayer, which I think is an anime. Oh, geez, here we go. Botching the names coming right up. Tanjiro versus Ryu, Tanjiro Kamado, Insuke Hashibira, Zenjitsu Agasuma, Zezuko Kamado, and Muzan Kibusu. Oh my, yeah. Then Critical Role, we got Grog Strongjaw, Keyleth, Percival de Rolo, Scanian Shorthalt, Pike Trickfoot, Vex Alia, and then Vex Aliden. From Corpse Bride, we got Victor, Van Dort, Emily, and then from Zombieland, that's some Funko Pops, that'd be sweet. We got Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Bill Murray. Hocus Pocus, we have just the normal 3 characters of Winifred, Sarah, and Mary, which will be flying. College mascots, we got Penn State one, and a University of Miami, and a University of Texas, and University of Oregon one. Golden Girls, we got Sophie with Trophy, Sick Blanche, Sick Blanche, Dorothy, and Rose. Huckleberry Hound 10-inch, 2 Dumbo Pops from the 1955 movie, which one is Dumbo and the other is Casey Jr., which is Dumbo in Car 5. Then we got Pop Rides of a Cloudmobile, which I don't know if that's going along with the Dumbo lineup. Then some more Masters of the Universe Pops, which we have Disco, Skeletor in a 10-inch variant, plus Skeletor and He-Man with the Artist Series with a Pop Protector case, Pop Disney Donald Dunko in pajamas. Then we got Looney Tunes, which we have a Bugs Bunny in an Artist Series Protector case, Back to the Future, Marty with Loose Jacket, which will be metallic, Pop Hasbro, which we have Glow Worm, that will be glow in the dark, Scooby-Doo with its own Artist Pop Protector case, and then that looks to be about it from what I'm looking at. Oh, wait, no, there's another page. Run DMC, we have Jam Master J, DMC, Run, Chris Lowe, Radio Gaga, and a King variant of Freddie Mercury. And then we got, oh, there's more Pop Rocks than I see. Sia and a 10-inch Biggie Smalls. Pop Icons, we got the MTV Moon Person in a gold and rainbow variant. Then the movie They Live, they have an alien variant and Rowdy Piper, as in Roddy Piper, because he was in that movie. New Beetlejuice, we have Barba Transformed, Adam Transformed. We have a 10-inch Chucky for the Child's Play set, Frank from Jungle Cruise, some new Mandalorian Pops, which we have Moff Gideon, a 10-inch Chrome Mandalorian, another Moff Gideon, I don't know why it was written twice here, Child with Cup, a movie moments of The Mandalorian and the Child, 10-inch Babu Frick, At icons, we have Keebler Elf from Keebler and a diamond collection of Chester Cheetah from Cheetos. Then Pop Brightburn, we have Brandon Brayer. And then we got some Disney Pop Deluxe of the Evil Queen on Throne, Jafar on Throne, Queen of Hearts on Bench. Then some new Gremlins Pops, which are Gremlin and Gizmo with 3D glasses. We have Pops from White Man Can't Jump, Billy Hoyle, and Sydney. And then Pop TV, Johnny Bravo, and Dexter's Laboratory. Let's hope that's actually that's the end. Holy, that is a long list. I didn't expect it to be that long, actually. But I guess I got to start out all the way back to the very first one, which was, so Nightmare Before Christmas Pops. It's cool that they're making a new mayor because the original mayor is expensive. And this one is going to have the megaphone with them, which that's also cool. It's cool that they're doing more of these artist series pops with the majority of the ones that were just talked about. I can't remember all of them, but obviously Nightmare Before Christmas is one of them. That is cool. I love the idea of, for the new Edward Scissorhands lineup, they do the Dino Hedge in a Pop Deluxe with Edward. I think that's going to be sweet. X-Men seems to be pretty cool. Holiday Harry Potter is brand new for the holiday lineup, so I think that's a cool idea. Of course, there's got to be DC and Marvel holiday pops. A lot of people have been requesting Grey's Anatomy for a long time, so it's cool that that's kind of in the rumor mill right now and could potentially happen. Dragon Ball Z, I'd like to see how the 10-inch Shenron turns out because it seems like it's going to be really cool in detail. I'm sure you're excited for this new Friends lineup. Let's see what we got. The Simpsons. I know a lot of these actually are part of the Treehouse of Horror lineup, which I guess that's cool. It's cool that they're doing a Flanders pop, whether this is for, I'm pretty sure this is for the Treehouse of Horror ones, the one that's listed here. And Sideshow Bob was such a complete surprise. It's cool that they're making him, and it's cool that they're going to make Comic Book Guy. I think all these are going to look pretty cool in their own way. Obviously, I'm excited for the 25th anniversary Pixar pops. I'm really curious to see how they pull off the alien as Mater, whether it's going to be like the shape of Mater and like the truck is green, or it's like an alien and it's got some sort of like outfit that looks like it's real. I'm really curious about that. So hopefully that potentially gets announced soon so that I know what it looks like and stuff. Zombieland. I love how they made a Bill Murray pop to add to this. I think that's hilarious that they did Bill Murray for that. I can't wait to see what the Freddie Mercury pops look like because I think those are going to look cool, especially the King Freddie Mercury. I'm kind of curious to see what the MTV Moon people will look like. The Mandalorian set, that's going to look cool, especially the child with the Mandalorian in their own like movie moments together. I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Keebler Elf. I love when they do that with the ad icons because I'm always thinking of different ad icons that could be made, and then they do one, and I'm like, wow, why did I not think of that? The Keebler Elf makes so much sense. I'm really excited to see that one. Golden Girls set, I'm definitely going to have to pick those up to go with my original ones. Hopefully they pull those off good. I don't know how they would do like the Sick Blanche and Dorothy and Rose. It kind of seems weird, but I guess we'll find out. The McDonald's pops, we've had these rumored for a while now. My only kind of gripe with these is I think instead of doing Officer Big Mac, they should have done Birdie. I feel like she's more of a known character in the McDonald's kind of fan service, I guess you could say. And then I have a huge gripe with the new Simpsons pops that are rumored because I don't really think we need that many more Treehouse of Horror pops. I'd rather see main series characters, which I mean, I guess we get Sideshow Bob, but besides that, like, I don't want another Marge, I don't want another Bart, I don't want another Maggie, like stuff like this. I'd rather see different characters. Let's get Mole Man, let's get Dr. Hibbert, obviously Comic Book Guy. Let's get a bunch of those characters. Why do I want more variants of characters that I already have a variant of anyways? The new Friends lineup, yeah, I'm going to have to get some of those, probably all of them. Dragon Ball Z, I'm interested in that Shenron as well. I think I'll probably end up picking up that 10-inch pop. Grey's Anatomy pops, that'd be a good idea for sure. And then I also noticed that they're doing a George Kittle for the 49ers. I might end up picking up one of those for my roommate. He loves the 49ers and obviously George Kittle. And yeah, I guess that's about it.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the Funko Pop announcements for this week, which this week's Funko Pop announcements, instead of usually we'd get one, let's say Thursday or Friday, and then we don't get to talk about during last week. but we got ours starting Monday. So yeah, starting Monday, April 6th, Box Lunch announced their own exclusive pop of Meeko with Flit from the movie Pocahontas, in which it's unknown of when that's going to release. But I have an idea it may be released closer to Earth Day because it is a Earth Day exclusive. And
Oh.
it's even got the kind of more recyclable box that they've done in the past with, I think, both Wally and Eve from Wally. Then, announced by Walmart on the same day, we have pops for the upcoming Scooby-Doo movie SCOOB, which we have young Scooby-Doo and young Shaggy. And these are going to be Walmart exclusives. These are available for pre-order now, but it's unknown of when they are going to release. Then announced on April 8th, we have some MLB pops, which the first one is Buster Posey from the San Francisco Giants. This will be given out to the first 20,000 fans at the San Francisco Giants versus Kansas City Royals game on August 30th. Then announced the same day is 2 variants of Ozzie Smith from the St. Louis Cardinals, in which there's going to be 2 variants. We got a nice normal variant that is very colorful. These pops are going to be limited to 30,000 pieces, but the catch is that the gold one, there is 1,300 pieces. So out of the 30,000, it'll be like 1,300 gold and like, I think if my math is correct, like 28,700 pops for that one. And that'll be available at the August 9th Cardinals game against the Cincinnati Red. And that's for the first 30,000 people. And announced today, as we are recording this, on April 9th, we have a new variant of Carnage, which is actually Carla Unger as Carnage. So this Carnage is hosted by a female, unlike the original one, which is hosted by Cletus Cassidy, which is a male. This is a Pop in a Box exclusive, and this is available for pre-order now, but it will not ship until as early as July 2020. The Pocahontas Pop, I think it's cool, obviously, because the fact that it's a 2-for-1 deal. You got 2 characters in one. I like the whole Earth Day kind of box deal where it's like mostly recyclables that make the box, and it's got even like the color to make it look like it's a recyclable, like a cardboard piece. And even the sticker's nice because it says Box Lunch Earth Day exclusive, and it's got like a green trimming on the background. Yeah, it looks to be a very great pop. I haven't seen the movie yet, which I should add that to my like Disney Plus list of what I should watch. These Scooby-Doo pops. The Scooby-Doo pops are pretty cool for the upcoming Scoob movie. Shaggy looks cool. Scooby looks cool. It's basically your normal like Scooby-Doo pops. They basically look the same, except they actually kind of made Shaggy look a bit younger than what you usually see him as. But Scooby basically looks the same. You can't really tell the difference between a normal Scooby-Doo and like young Scooby-Doo, in my opinion. The MLB pop, so starting off with the San Francisco Giants version, in which the first one, so Buster Posey, is all right. I mean, there's a bit of detail with the attire, but it's not really doing too much. But then this Ozzie Smith one, the normal one, looks really good. I love how they've kind of added a base, and it looks like he's running rather than just he'll stand there with either like a glove or a bat, like a normal baseball pop. They're kind of like evolving the baseball pops, which they should do that with NHL pops. But I mean, hey, baby steps. But this still looks cool. But would I get it? No, even not because it would probably be expensive, but I'm just not the biggest fan of baseball. This Carnage pop looks freaking awesome. The detail is great, as all usual Venom pops do. I love the whole kind of like symbiote with teeth coming out of the side there. And then the tongue sticking out is absolutely awesome. Also, I still have yet to get the normal Carnage where it's like you can see Cletus Cassidy's face, and I think the FYE Carnage with like the axe hand. But then other than that, I think I have all the Carnage pops from the new lineup, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. And there may be a chance that after we're done recording this podcast, I might actually go order this. That's how cool it is. So,
I mean, yeah, that is a pretty cool pop. I'm considering getting it just because I think it does look pretty neat. And the stand is kind of cool too. How obviously most female pops come with a stand, but the way that this one is, I think it looks cool. Obviously the tongue looks good. The baseball pops, they're all right. I have to disagree with you, though, on the umpire. I forget what you said his name was.
Buster Posey, the San Francisco Giants one.
Yes. I think that's a great idea. I don't think they've done an umpire before, have they?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the baseball pops all
Yeah,
that
fair
often.
enough. I just think it's a good idea because we're not seeing the same old sports pops over and over again of like one or two poses, and you have a different kind of character in sports, I guess you would say. A different position, I guess would be the word. The new Scooby-Doo pops, these are all right. Yeah, Shaggy does look younger. I mean, his hair, you can kind of tell, and then he's wearing like green cargo shorts instead of his famous like brown suede pants or whatever. And yeah, Scooby-Doo, this one looks just like any other Scooby-Doo pop we've seen, except maybe because the one ear is curled down is what's supposed to make him look younger, because I know dogs, like straight ear dogs, usually their ears are floppy when they're younger and then they start to go straight. So that's pretty good attention to detail, I guess. Then the Pocahontas pops, I guess it's just one pop, but it is a 2-for-1 deal. I think this is a really cool pop. And for Earth Day, I think that's great. It makes sense because obviously they're animals. And yeah, I guess that's it. I really do like those Pocahontas pops, though.
All right. So basically, now that would be the end of the podcast, but I do have one big announcement to make regarding our channel. So we're going to try something new on the channel, in which, if you had heard our Instagram little kind of video we had done in our story last week, we had said that all 3 videos, including the podcast next week, will be dedicated to one specific show or topic. And so we are here to announce that all next week, we are making videos to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! So starting on Monday, we have an episode of Which is Better, which will be between Dark Magician versus Dark Magician Girl. On Wednesday, we have a top 5 list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops, which in that list will include current pops that are already out and the upcoming pops that are scheduled to release within the next couple of months for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Set. And the podcast next week will also be about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like everything about it. The first time in a Funko podcast where basically the entire podcast will be us talking about everything Yu-Gi-Oh!, at least Duel Monsters, right from the beginning at episode 1 of season 1 all the way to the end of season 5, episode 52. And a little bit of important stuff in between, along with we'll talk about the Funko Pops along the way for Yu-Gi-Oh! And we will talk about future Yu-Gi-Oh! Pops that we want to see. So I'm excited for next week, and it's going to be a pretty interesting podcast. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this week's podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you smash that like button to let us know that you're enjoying the content that's being provided to you guys on this channel, including this podcast. Comment in the comments section below on what your favorite pops are this week, and let us know, are you excited for next week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast? Press that subscribe button for more content like this podcast and other videos we do on this channel in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, thank you for listening to this podcast, and see you guys next week. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.
Peace in and peace out.